Before we officially start this campaign kickoff, it's no big secret to everybody that we came into this very late. The reason that we're ready to go right now on September 2nd is because of a lot of hard work, a lot of support from Shayna. But I wanted to recognize one person before I really kick this off. When I asked Lynn to be my treasurer, she immediately said yes. In fact, I think it was the fastest text message I ever got from her. But since then, she's been so much more than that. And this last month, she has worked, we are on the phone hours a day. She's on the phone with God knows how many other people. And she has worked tirelessly to make sure that we are completely 100% ready to go today. So not only is she my treasurer, not only has she been absolutely instrumental in getting the foundation started for the campaign, but she's become a very close friend to our family in a short period of time. We're lucky to have her. So kind of a round of applause for Lynn, please. Thank you. I just want to say thank you to everybody for being here tonight. Thank you for the support that we've had over the last few weeks. And I'm so grateful for the support that's pledged to us that I'm confident will be there going forward. Since we announced our candidacy a few weeks ago, people have asked me over and over, why are you doing this? Why do you want to put yourself through this? And the answer really is simple, and it's as simple as one word. And the answer is you. We're going to Hartford to be your voice and bring your ideals there. I'm actually pretty comfortable with the idea of doing that because I know you all very well. Though I was raised across the river, when I moved to Stonington in 2003, I was all in for my community from the get-go. A couple years later, I married my bride, and in doing so, became married to another family and another community in North Stonington. So, like Rebecca said, for the past 18 years, I've proudly served you as a police officer in Stonington. And I say proudly because no matter the narrative that's out there, no matter the attempts to divide, I will always stand proud and never ashamed of the service that I provided and the relationships that we've had and the hard times we've gotten through together. I also got to spend 5 years serving the people in North Stonington as an EMT. So through those services and my community involvement, youth sports, and my beloved youth football program, I've gotten to know so many of you personally. We've had such great conversations. We've talked about your concerns. We've talked about the things that are your thoughts. And I definitely can see the strengths and attributes of the 43rd District. As a family, Shane and the boys and I have given these communities everything. And we've always gotten that back. And I figured out through all these communications that we really share one vision. The vision is simple. We just want to live in a state that is safe, gracious, and full of opportunities for our families. A state where the people, right, the very cloth of Connecticut, have a voice, and they have the ultimate voice, and their voices are always heard. And as a community, we can strive for that. We can work together because that's what we're supposed to do. Get to know one another, find our common ground, and work towards achieving those goals. My professional experience, I've been a police officer and EMT for a long time, so I know public safety very well, I know the judicial system very well, and I definitely can stand strong, and I'm well poised to stand strong against a dangerous anti-police bill that recently passed as a direct hit to the safety of our communities. We all agree that racism has no place in the 43rd District. And we know that we have to work tirelessly together to keep racism and police misconduct from our streets. But passing a dangerous partisan bill that simply serves to restrict officers' ability to combat things like the heroin epidemic might have been good for party loyalty, but it was not good for us. Police officers already risk their lives every day, and now we're asking them to risk their financial future to frivolous lawsuits. This will only serve to discourage good, hardworking police officers from doing their job and deter new applicants from entering this very important field. I will tell you that the police officers and troopers that serve the 43rd District welcome accountability and transparency. And they welcome these things because they crave your trust, and they work hard every day to earn it. These brave men and women stand between good and evil, and I will fight very hard to dismantle anything that restricts their ability to honorably carry out that oath. We have to bring new ideas to Hartford, and we have to get rid of old ones. Old Connecticut ideals like spend at will because we can always tax more have to be sent to pasture. We can't engage in reckless spending anymore, and we definitely cannot tax more, which is why I will stand tall and stand strong against tolls. This is just another tax burden on our working families, especially those who commute. Worse yet, it'll simply reward 10 years of irresponsible spending in Hartford. We can't do these things anymore. I promise you that I will serve you in your best interest. I will not work hard for party loyalty. I will not work hard for my own reelection. I will simply work hard for all of you. These are just a couple things that have come between us, but the fact is being a state rep is a lot more than that. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm an expert in education or the farming industry or tourism or small business or the marine fisheries or any of the other industries or agencies that call the 43rd District home. But I do have expertise in communication, finding out information. And I also have great friendships I've made over these years, and I know I'm going to make a lot more. So when these bills come up to me that I'm not familiar with because they aren't relevant to my professional experience, it's as simple as going back to the people that I know. The people who have the expertise in the relative field, getting their input and going back and representing them. I mean, after all, that's what a state representative is supposed to do, right? It's kind of inherent in the word as representative. I mean, for the past couple of years, the extreme ideals of one party have been well represented while we've been left behind. But that's coming to an end on November 3rd. After November 3rd, the representative of the 43rd District is going to stand for people and not politics. And thank you so much all for coming tonight.